You have the ability to manifest and to create and to build the life that you want to have. What's up, Unbroken Nation? Hope that you're doing well wherever you are in the world today. So, recently, I was listening to one of my great friends, Stormy Wellington, speak during 10X GrowthCon in Miami. And I wrote a note to myself here as she was speaking that hit me really, really hard. And she said, "See it and speak it." And I thought about what that really means for a long time. And I think that if I'm interpreting it correctly, which I believe that I am, seeing it, whatever that it may be, is about bringing awareness to what you want in your life. And speaking it is about making it come to fruition. Seeing the life that you want to have requires that you put yourself in an optimal mindset and state to be able to bring that to reality in your head, right? What I think about all the time is like visualization. I have, through many, many different aspects and elements of my life, been able to visualize and create what I have today. And the seeing it, it's very simple. When I sit down and I write my goals and I go through visualizations, one of the things I do is I close my eyes and I paint a picture about the life that I want, about the successes that I want, about the career that I want, about the partner that I want, about the life, about the business, about the friendships, about the body, about everything that I want. And seeing it is about imagining. You know, one of the things I think is really unfortunate is how many of us as adults no longer have an imagination. And I know for a certain that that is, for me, been something I've been stepping back into over the course of the last 5 years in a really intense way. And looking at this idea about imagination comes into when you're a kid. Think about when you're a child, and I know not everyone had this, and they're few and far between moments for me. But I remember occasionally having these moments as a child and thinking to myself, I actually know this thing that I want. And I'm gonna close my eyes and I'm gonna think about it. And it used to be like having a father, right? I didn't get that. That one didn't work. And then it was about being a billionaire and like wanting a plane, like that movie Richie Rich. I don't know if you guys have seen that or not, but it's about this little rich kid. And I used to close my eyes and be like, that's what I want. I want to be filthy rich and have a plane and like snacks and candy all the time. And then the older I got, I was like, oh, wait a second. What I want to visualize is success and what success would mean. And that meant for a long time money. And then it started turning into health. And now it's like I close my eyes and I visualize health. Like, what does my body look like? What does my lungs and my liver and my heart, my kidneys, what do they feel like? What does my stomach feel like? What does my muscles feel like? The whole nine, right? And then it was like, I want to visualize myself on stages. I want to visualize myself winning big speaking competitions. I want to visualize myself as a New York Times best-selling author. And what I want you to think about are what are the things you're seeing right now? When you close your eyes and you want to visualize your future, get the fucking blocks out of the way. Whatever that wall is in front of you, get that shit out of here because it's not fucking helping you. That wall that you have that says I can't, you got to throw that shit out. You have to throw that shit out because I know some of you right now, you're going to close your eyes and be like, I know what I want. And then boom, here's that brick. Get that shit out of here. Destroy that. You have to destroy that because you're not going to be able to create forward momentum with a fucking brick in your way, right? And so when you do that, when you get in that moment, you start to go into this place of thinking and visualizing. What I want you to do is imagine all of it. When I visualize, I imagine the sight, the smell, the taste, the air temperature, what I'm wearing, who's around me, what they're wearing, what it sounds like, what it feels like, everything. I put myself in a room that hasn't existed yet. One of the things you have to understand about the power of the mind is that you can create fucking anything that you want. You can create anything that you want, and then you have to speak it. And the speaking it part is far, far more difficult for many people. Think about this. I just said I want to be on the biggest stages. I want to win huge contests. I want to be a New York Times best-selling author. I'm speaking those things into existence by doing them, by doing the little things every single day that kind of get me there a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. And speaking it is twofold. One, it does feel like a little bit of accountability to me going, okay, this feels more real because I'm speaking it. The other side of it is when I speak it, it feels like I then put into the universe what I want. And if you've ever read The Alchemist, I think I talked about this book a few years ago. If you've ever read The Alchemist, there's a line in there that says something to the extent of the universe is always conspiring in your favor. The universe is always conspiring in your favor. But the universe will only conspire in your favor if you speak the thing that you want. You have to be willing to put it into the ether. You have to be willing to put it out into the environment so that the universe can touch it. And look, you guys know me. I'm not Mr. fucking woo woo. I'm not. You know I'm not. But I fully and firmly, unequivocally believe in the power of manifestation through intention with clarity. And that manifestation through intention with clarity will come to pass if you put in massive action. And that's where the do it part comes in. Now, doing it is literally that, showing up, doing the thing every single day. But people get caught up because they're like, look, man, I'm suffering. I'm depressed. I'm anxious. I have trauma. All these bad things happen. I'm like, yo, I fucking get it. This whole fucking show is about that shit. This whole thing that we do about Think Unbroken is about that. The books are about it. The coaching is about it. The podcast is about it. The speaking is, it's all about that shit. But you got to do it anyway. You've got to be willing to go and look like, yes, this trauma, it's happened to me. It's been in my way, but I'm not going to let it dictate my future. I'm not going to let my past be what keeps me from my future. I'm not going to let other people's misgivings and irresponsibility keep me from my future. And that's the key here. Because when you see it in your head and you start speaking it, you're going to have to do it to make it come to fruition. And I'm a firm believer that action cures all, that action will be the very thing that you need to create the exact life that you want. And I challenge you here today to start thinking about what you want. One of the things I take my coaching clients through is we sit down and I have them go through their goals top to bottom. And then we start looking at every single possible solution to get there. People are so caught up in negativity. They're so fucking caught up in why they can't have something. And I'm always thinking about how you get it. What does it take to get that thing that you want to have? What does it take to get the life, to get the partner, to get the business, to get the career, to get the family, to get the house, to get the car, to get the mental acuity and well-being, to get the physical stature, like whatever, like what does it take? What are the solutions to get there? Because that's the doing it. So many people get caught up in the not doing it because they're always first looking for problems. But I want you to see and speak and do solutions. Go and find those things that bring power to your life, not take away, because that, my friend, is where real change starts to manifest. Because you have to manifest through intention with clarity and action. Like that is the path. So, my friends, I hope that you'll take this with you. Go and step into what's next in your life. And until next time, be unbroken. I'll see you.